All right, all right, all right. I'm live. Yes, indeed. I think y'all know that I did the video. It was a couple of days ago, and I gave you my predictions of absolutely everything. Right. Um, Talked about this week. Talked about Monday Tesla, and I said Apple. We got Apple, AMD, Starbucks, Microsoft, Google today. Tomorrow, PayPal, Facebook, Shopify, Qualcomm. And Thursday is Amazon. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. But I figure I get on here and we can look at some of this stuff live, right? So just give me a minute and we can get going. Let's see what we got here. Let me pull up the market real quick. It was been an ugly day. Oh man, ugly day. So here's the market, right? This is what happened today. Let me see. I haven't been. I know some of the stocks that I was in was down like hard, and I was like, when it's days like this, I just watch TV. I don't even look at the markets. But look, did I need to? Did I need to look at the markets? I mean, here we go. Look at the look at all the stocks. I guess I'm in this area right here. But bright red. Amazon got destroyed. I'm surprised that Amazon and Google was down as hard as they was pre-earnings, but that was just the market, man. So right, like Dow down 85, which was decent, only 1/4%. But then you got Nasdaq, right? The Fangs didn't even really report yet. You got Tesla did, so you got the Fang plus T. But it gets down tonight. It gets down tonight, and they down 180. So I figured they will hold on, but a little pullback in the a comeback in the late afternoon. Right, it was down pretty big this morning. I was like, oh man, damn, I really didn't think. But I always feel when you have something like that, the setup is actually perfect to go into earnings. So I think we had someone report already. So Microsoft, right? So in my video. Now you got to check the video out. It's the video before this. Just go into history. I said Microsoft will be flat to lower, and here it is. So last trade was 286, and you can see it after hours here. If I could detach this and just kind of bring it over, we'll look at that. And then you can see the gray after hours. So you got the drop, and then so it closed at 286, and it's now 280. So it's down $6. So I predicted that one correct. Yeah. So Microsoft flat to down. That's what I said. Tesla, I said down. And you see what happened to Tesla, right? So pull up Tesla real quick. And it was a good earnings, but, they are worried about the competition. So Tesla was down 2%, basically down $12. And that's what I predicted. It to me, it's always in the chart. Now, it's not 100%. You can still have your pops. You can still have your drops, right? But it's down, right? It's something. What was in the earnings is in the charts. So the weakness continues in Tesla, and I don't think it looks good. It has to really break above this area. What is that? To me, 700. Let's just call it 700. I can nitpick here and get up the daily and say, yeah, right here, this little area right here, 670. No. Let's just call it 700. If Tesla can break 700 and hold on, then I think it's a stock that can actually go higher. So we got Tesla. Let's see what's going on with Apple. Did these guys report yet? It doesn't look like it. All right, so right now it is trading flat for the most part, right? So they closed down 1.49%. And Apple always comes out at 430, right? So we have to wait on Apple a little bit. Let me see. Google. I don't think it's always amazing when these guys report. Oh yeah, there's Google. Look at that, man, on fire. I don't think I own any Google. You know that? Oh man, Google up $100. Up $100, and in the video I said Google is going higher. Yes, I did. So this one is a predict. I actually said a little pop. I said not the biggest, but it's the pop. So I do like Google. There it is. Don't know what they said. I got everything over here, but I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to look at the chart action, man. We're just going to look at the chart. That's all we care if it's going up, going down. Make that money. Make that money. Let's detach this real quick. So they reported. You see that pop. I had the best trade on Google. It's very disappointing when I think about it, and I just never gave me an opportunity to get in. There's the run, right? As you can see, it might pull back. I don't know. It looks like we got to see what it's gonna do tomorrow morning because that's when you cash in. Especially if you're in the options, you cash in the morning. You can't do anything now, anything. But if you pull up, this is Google, right? Let's pull up the weekly, and just where was we? We was at right here, and I own some straight up long calls, and look at that. I sold them, sold out of them. I made some money, of course, but I should have just held them. I think I held the 2023s even. Unbelievable. Unbelievable run. And that's exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting that, and just never got a chance to really get back in it, right? So there's Google, man. So we got Apple, we're waiting for. We got Starbucks, Microsoft. Let me see. We got Google, right? That's Google. We got Microsoft slightly down, which is correct. So we're waiting for Apple, AMD. Forget about AMD and Starbucks. So I'm gonna pull up AMD real quick, and it looks like AMD reported, and they're popping, right? So they closed at $91, up $93, right? Up another $2, $2.30. So if you watch that video, I said AMD will be higher. I said they will be higher when they report, and there it is. There's the pop. So far I am perfect. I could have made a lot of you guys money. Yeah, I could have made a lot of you guys money. So far, Tesla reported, got it right. Google reported, got it right. Microsoft reported, I got it right. AMD reported, I got it right. So now we're waiting on Apple and Starbucks. Let's pull up Starbucks, see what's going on. Starbucks. Starbucks is down. And the earnings did come out, and I did say up. I am wrong. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 and 1. Okay, I'm 4 and 1 so far. Let's see what Apple does when they come out, right? I am in Starbucks. So Starbucks closed at 126. They're down 122. That's $4. So, I got positions on there. That one's gonna hurt. So out of all the positions that I talked about, I am in Tesla. I sold going into the number. I had a position. I'm just not holding it. I don't play these earnings, by the way. This is just for fun and entertainment purposes only. Even though I can predict it and I say a lot of this stuff is in the charts, these numbers, they could do whatever they want to do, right? It's way too risky, especially when you're doing options. Now, if you're doing stock, yeah, sure, you can hold on to it. Maybe sell some calls if you got 100 shares. Sell some calls to protect yourself. That way you make the money. All right, so if it pops bigger than what you sold, goes through your strike, so what? You still made the money. You make some money. As long as you make money, it's all good. So don't be afraid to, basically don't try to get too greedy, right? If I had 100 shares, sure enough, I would sell some calls. I would care less if it blows through. Give yourself some protection to the downside. So, yeah. That's what I would do. But anyway, these things can do whatever they want to do for the most part. So way too risky for me. And I used to play the, selling those kind of like iron condors. If it's a cheap strike, I might just do the strangle. Yeah, the strangle. I always get it wrong. I always confuse the strangle and the straddle. Yeah, but for the most part, and then sell it on outside. Sell it at beyond the expected move. Make money damn near all the time, but that one stock can kill you. So I don't do that either. I just kind of watch and then decide what I want to do after earnings. After earnings is over, are any of you guys playing any of these stocks? Right. So right now, y'all already know about Tesla. Tesla, I think, might even been part of the sell-off today, even though I think China was the huge culprit. But maybe a little Tesla as well. I don't know. But Google, right? Google's up nicely, up $100. I actually should have put a play on that. I said I don't play it, but if I was gonna play any of these, it would have been Google. Microsoft down. Starbucks up. No, I'll take that out. I'm looking at Starbucks right now, down. And they getting hit pretty hard, man. AMD up a couple of bucks. And we're waiting on Apple. I don't know why Apple's always the last one. So I guess I can pull it up now. Should be a couple more minutes. It's not out yet. It's 4:25. I think they always report 4:30 prompt. You know, I don't know why it's like drum roll, please. Like they have to have the stage interest. And then if you listen to CNBC, that's the one they're gonna talk about like forever, forever. It will become Apple TV, right? For the next until Fast Money starts at 5, then they'll continue to be Apple TV till about 5:30, and then they'll talk about Google and Microsoft and all that stuff. Right? It's all about Apple. Why? I get it. I get it. Everybody owns Apple. Even if you don't think you own it because it's in every mutual fund, right? It's in every mutual fund, damn near every ETF. It's just, it's this widely owned, a $2 trillion stock, right? You got that. The trillion's got to be spread out somewhere, and it said somewhere is everywhere. It's all over the place. Apple. So right now it looks like Apple is they I don't know, they was trending down, now it's flat. So the anticipation. So I said in that video, the video before this, that Apple will go higher after the bell. And the reason why I said it, because there it is, I just think that it can reach the top of that trend. Right? There it is. It's perfect setup. It's sitting there right at, for the most part, just broke over resistance. And you still got the top of the trend, the channel. I'm going to call it the channel. Right? So I think it will struggle somewhere around this 160. And if that's everything's good. And hopefully these guys, so we got Google, AMD, Apple. Hopefully we can get a tech rally tomorrow, right? We can get the rally, get it going again. You know, Tesla didn't get it going, so we got to rely on the big boys. And I always say, you know, earnings season is over when these guys finish reports. So Thursday, Amazon reports. After that, it's over. Because that's all what we care about. And I think if you have any bearishness in you, that's when you really want to get bearish, because it's just the catalysts are gone, right? So I'm just going to pull up the Qs real quick. Let's look at that. Yeah, I mean, it's toppy. See, it's right there. I got all kinds of lines drawn. But you know, it looks like it has a little bit more room to run, maybe to get to the top of that channel. The little consolidation right there. That's the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Little consolidation area, right? It's breaking out, but I don't think it goes far. I just think it goes right to the top of this channel right here. And then maybe gives up a little bit, goes down, or even sideways. That's what that is for. This little area right here, that's kind of always pre-draw where I think a stock is going to go. So I'm actually saying, yeah, go up here and then maybe trend a little sideways. So we'll see if that happens. And then I don't know what the hell is going on up here. Let's get back to Apple. So what are you guys doing, man? What are you guys trading? No, they didn't come out yet. Not that I know of. I'm just looking at some of the news here. I'm not listening to CNBC or the radio or TV. I'm looking at this live news right here. Actually, and then also I'm looking at so here's the news. This thing was to start populating with Apple's earnings. And then, of course, the stock will pop or drop right here. Right? You can see the after hours in the gray area. So, and you'll start to see like fast movement. And then that's how you know the earning is out. And we'll see what it does. It's anticipating to go higher because, look, they're pushing it up. Pushing it up with no news yet. So we just have to wait and see. Do I have any Apple trades on? I don't think I have an Apple trade on. I don't know. Still mad about that Google. Uh-oh. There's a big drop down. What the hell's going on? It's like the chart's messed up. Oh, there it goes. Why isn't it following it over? Okay. That's what happens when you go live. Just looking at Google, see if it gives back some of that 100. It's right at 100. Right at 100 higher. I have a feeling this wow, it went up to as high as 150. Wow. Let's go back to the Apple. Change it. Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Come on, detach it. I got all kinds of windows open. Now, there's a couple of you guys in here. Say, what's up? Don't be shy. Say, oh, there it goes. It's out, and it's higher. It is heading higher. No, yeah, it looks could be a fake out. It's kind of flat now. I think it's gonna wind up eventually being higher for the most part. So I guess it looks good. Apple closed at 146.77. So right now it's at 148.50. Yeah, 148. 147.50. They kind of don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna wind up being flattish. It's not just picking a direction like Google and sticking to it. Oh, here we go. Just went negative. Yeah. Still, I think still fake out. Still, you just don't know. When it's kind of like that, I always think it's going to wind up just being flat. There, now we heading back up. And when I mean flat, up or down a couple of bucks, No real big direction like Google. Bam, Google's like, hey, earnings out, boom, I'm up 150. That's up. Okay, so and then yeah, just a couple bucks, you'd like call it flat. Okay, now it's starting to head up, starting to find a little direction there. So yeah, Apple reports third quarter 3. Let me see what they got here. I'll pull up the news on this one. $130 per share, which beat analyst estimates by $1. Wow, by 30%. This is a $49.61% decrease over earnings of $2.58 per share from the same period last year. The company reported quarterly sales of $81.4 billion, which beat the analyst consensus of $72.93 billion by 11.61%. This is a 36.38% increase over sales of $60 billion the same period last year. So all looks good for Apple. And then you got here, I could click the iPad revenue, $7.37 billion, iPhone, $39 billion. This crazy money. When you read Apple's, this crazy, insane money. Whew, goodness gracious. But wearables, home, 8.7 on the wearables. Yeah, so there you have it. Where are we at? It's just trading flat. It's trading flat. It's exactly where it closed right now. It's slightly lower, a couple of pennies lower. So I think that, what did I have Apple up. My prediction was up, and I don't know if I can call it yet. I don't know. I might have to wait on this one. So I was 4 for 1. I got Starbucks wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 1. I got I might have to be 4 and 2. Because Apple is not looking like it's going to head up. Well, that's still a good record. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's still a good record. It's hard to tell. We have to see what happens in the morning. If it's going to hang out, be flat. If we up a couple of bucks, I got to take the W, right? Got to take it. And then I'll be 5 to 1. All right, man. I'm going to get ready to end this video. So check it out. Tomorrow we got PayPal, Facebook, Shopify, Qualcomm. Those are the big boys coming out tomorrow. So check out the video that I did just before this one, and it'll give you my little prediction. And I charted. I show you the technicals on it, and I'll show you why I think it's going to go up or down. And then of course Thursday is Amazon all by itself on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then there's the CNBCs and stuff. It'll be Amazon Day, right? Once they report, it'll be all Amazon for the next, once they report for the next 2 hours. Just talking about Amazon. And then that's it. There'll be nothing else to look forward to. So hopefully it's enough firepower. Remember what happened last quarter? Everybody blew out the numbers. It was crazy. It was insane. And every stock went down except Google and Facebook. I think those were the 2 stocks that went up and was able to hold. And Facebook really has been impressive to me, after just that doing nothing for so long, just go inside, and finally was able to just look past all that, government type things, lawsuits and stuff. Apple's going high up, man. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go ahead and make it 5 to 1. This is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty convincing. If I were to make a trade right now, I would buy stock and say it's gonna go higher. Might have to call it 5 and 1. And I effed up the Starbucks, and that's the one I'm feeling like If I had to pick one where I was like, man, that's it, my money's going here, it might have been the Starbucks. I just think the food stocks, and wow, it's just been it's been a place to be, a place to be. I think that was even up today. No, yeah, this was down 3 cents today. It was up at one point. Pull up the weekly and look at this. They just been on fire, So I would have guessed. Maybe it's just it is toppy. So yeah, I could see a little pullback, and it just come 122. That's right there, by the way. Let me get my chart going. You into this? That's right there. It pulled right back into the former resistance, which is now support. So it's hanging out right there. So as long as they don't break the 120 area, we should be good. And that's exactly what you expect it to do, right? So you want it to break out. Wow. That's incredible run. This is an incredible run, man. 114 just 8 days ago and waited to up 10% in 8 days. Come on. Yeah, I see the pullback. And look, you're filling that gap. You're coming down. So you're testing the resistance, which is now support. So we're down here somewhere, and hopefully we can just start to ride off into the sunset. So it's actually probably a good time to pick up Starbucks. Now, I'm saying all this without looking at the earnings, right? I'm just looking at the charts here. So, yeah, I think we could, this should hold. It really should. If it don't hold, then I'm going to be like, uh-oh. But you know what? I got the leaps, man. I bought the leaps. So, therefore, I got time. How much time you got, Andre? About 2 years. You see what I'm saying? So, not worried whatsoever. But it is always nice to see your stocks go up, right? So if you're playing the short term, you're playing like the ones that expire this week, and you let's see, if you come over here and you're in these and you said, I think Starbucks is going higher, I'll buy this 122 for $5, man, tomorrow you're gonna wake up and your option is worthless for the most part. So yeah, these are dangerous. Okay, you still got a couple of days left, so you might have a little bit on them. Like if you bought this 127 that for $2, 194, it'll be like 3 cents tomorrow, because I don't think Starbucks is going to 127 in 2 days. Today is well, you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, maybe. All right, it won't be 3 cents. Maybe it'll be like 40 cents. But yeah, all of this premium up here is just going to go to zero. So that's why I don't like it. And there's a lot of people that play. Look at the volume today. And it started at the 125, 2800, 120, 126, 3,000, 3,000, right? So a lot of volume was stepping in right there, looking like it's going to go higher. Not a lot of volume go on the put side. And I'm going to give you a little tip if you're still hanging in there. If you ever want to guess direction, just pull up the ones that expire, the first ones that expire when earnings pop out, and just look at the volume. And when you see it's a lot of volume, right? Everybody's over here. They could be selling them, buying them, doesn't matter. Everyone's over here. And then when you go to the puts, you say, wow, hardly nobody trading the puts. It's going to go down. For the most part, in my experience, it's going to go lower. It always goes opposite where the volume is at. Not always, okay? I understand that. It's not always. But to my experience, they don't please these guys. They please these guys, right? That side of the boat's tipping over, comes over here. So that's always, and let's see if that's true. Let's pull up some Google. Google might be hard to recognize at the time. Oh, Google's pulling it in. Uh-oh. Now it's only up, what is that, 60, 70? Uh-oh. Could be flat. Who knows? Now, Google's an expensive option, boy. So you see the volume on the calls, right? It's 2,005, 5, and then it comes to the puts. Look at that. 10, 19, 18, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this one, no. This one satisfied all of these guys and went higher. So I would have got this one wrong if I would have followed my little put volume strategy. Like I said, it doesn't happen all the time. I'm actually surprised it's this much off sides, and it did pop like that. Wow. All right, so let's what was that one we was just looking at? Apple? Let's look at Apple. Apple's flat. Still flat. It's trading right now exactly where it closed. I mean, it is exactly flat. Oh man, the put call ratio is 0.5. So look at a million calls, right? So the calls are 2 to 1. People was expecting it for the most part to trade higher. Wow, look at that. Look at here, the 150s, 133,000 of them traded. Woo! A lot of people's on that call side, right? Come over to the put side, not as much. So look, it's trading lower, right? It's not going to satisfy. It's not going to give this guy that bought the 133,000 shares. I'm not saying this one guy. It's just a video, okay? But yeah, let's just call it. We'll pretend it's a guy. Not going to please him. No. You're going this way. I'm going lower. So these all could be fake outs, by the way. Go lower till after this expires, and then go the other way. But yeah. So that works out for what is this? Apple. Let me see. So let's do. Did we even see what AMD done? AMD is flat. It's up 20 cents. You ain't gonna get no AMD action. Let's check it out. Look at all the calls. Wow. Look at the wow, almost 3 to 1 on the calls to puts. Incredible. 420,000 calls trades 158,000 puts. So you come over here, and nowhere near as many puts traded. You could see the volume, right? And therefore it should go lower, and we kind of just flat, right? So it's not gonna please. It just finds a way to please nobody. And that's where the stock wants to move. So that's my little secret. So y'all can try testing that out. See, if you need to make a guess, let's look at the volume and try it out. See if it works for you. Doesn't happen all the time. It's just what I notice in stocks. If everybody's hitting one side, it doesn't go that way. And then if it's like you can't really tell, then I don't know. If it's because sometimes the put side looks just as bad as the call side, or vice versa. And then it's like, well, now you got to use something else because it's like it's close. It's too close to call, man. So let me know what y'all think about that little thing. What's up, Cashmatic? What is up, Citizen M? Fam, what's up? First time I say your name, so thank you for joining. Thanks for checking me out, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully you made some money today. My portfolio is looking ugly today. You know why? Because I'm in a lot of these. You see these where it's red? See that bright red? I'm in a lot of those stocks. I shouldn't be. Actually, I diversified not too long ago. I got into the Home Depot. I got into the Disney. No, was it Home Depot? I can't even remember now. I got into some stocks like that, right? In the Starbucks and did I do Coca-Cola? Walmart. Got into Walmart. I got into I wanted to do Pepsi, but it was running. I didn't do Pepsi. But yeah, I just kind of got out of these heavy hitters, and kind of try to even it out a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't a good day for me. It wasn't that good. And I'm glad I got out of my Tesla. I sold it the day before earnings, so it was a call. It just didn't work out. I can show you why. And then I'll do my little watch list. I forgot to do that on my last video. Where's the window? What could I pull up? Pull up this window? No, I'll pull up this. Let's pull up. What did I say I was going to pull up? Tesla. Yes, I showed you the weak action. And when it broke out here and just didn't do what I wanted to do, I was like, I don't know. Thought it was going to run right into the number, and see it's way down here. It's at the lowest spot. It was, for the most part, it just didn't run into the number. So I was like, I'm out. It's not when you, and every time you put on a trade, you always have some kind of expectation of the stock, right? So you say, hey, I'm going to buy this because I'm thinking it's going to do that. When you see signs of it not doing what you expected it to do, and that's the reason why you bought it, that should be the same reason why you sell it, because it doesn't do what you don't hold on to it. Just say, it's not doing it. It's not doing what I expected it to do. So then get out. Just get out, find something else. And trust me, I learned that the hard way. And it works. It works. I got out of Tesla, and look, I saved me a bunch of. I wasn't going through with that trade. Just wasn't trading right. Same with the steals. I just got out. Got out of the steals. So here's the the watch list. I said I'll go over every video. And matter of fact, these are my stocks. And then I added ARC. I asked y'all, hey, what do y'all want me to throw in here, right? Hey, citizen, you said, what's your rough estimate for ARC since Tesla is the largest holding by end of year? I don't know, and I have some leaps. I got 7 leaps in ARC. It's kind of a big position for me. I don't really trade that way, but I was just liking the way the chart was looking. Not lately though, but I like the breakout. Let me go up to the weekly. By the way, I usually trade weeklies. Look at weeklies. You see this? Come on, there it is. I'm like, my thing is not drawing. Let's clear all this out. Let's start from scratch. And of course, I got to draw this line, right? Because that's the support. That's the obvious support resistance. That's what we need to clear through, right? But I've been seeing this, and ever since that low of 100, I was really impressed, right? So you got this going on right now, and I just see this thing breaking through. I see that inverse head and shoulders. I see it breaking through. And as long as the market's right, Tesla's going to be, hopefully it turns around. I know it's the largest position, so it's going to stutter a little bit here. But I just see it challenging that top again, right? And double tops, by the way, is one of the strongest patterns that, double top generally means it just doesn't go through. It doesn't cut through it like butter. Some stocks do, but you probably want to sell there and take some profits, but I see it getting here. So I bought seven leaps. I can't remember which strike price, but see what happens. Not, it's kind of, I would hate to see it go below this low right here, and Tesla might help it do that. So yeah, I don't want to see it get below there. And even though they leaps, I might change my mind, but I think the environment's right for it, so I just like the way it's been trading. This move right here was impressive. It was impressive, right? From 98 way up to 130, up 30%. Of course you're going to have a pullback, and that's what's happening right now. So yeah, let's just see what happens. I'm ready. I'm ready for the run. Hopefully that answers your question. And I was saying something before you said something, but I forgot my train of thought. But gosh, I forgot my train of thought. Anyway, I hope that helps you out, citizen. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm trying to think what I was talking about. I can't remember, guys. Anyway, so yeah, get in the comments. Check out the last video because I talk about the PayPal, Facebook, Shopify, Qualcomm, Amazon. That's coming up, and hopefully they can get us rallying again. I think, summer's generally weak. You look at the Qs, it looks toppy. Yeah, I don't know if we go further. Like, we might pop from these guys, but I mean, what's the catalyst really to just keep us going up to the moon? Right? We got a little we might break out, but just a little bit. I just can't see us just going on. What catalyst? You got the world, you got the Delta thing going on, I don't want to say the full name. And things are shutting down, right? So that was a lot of part of the down market today. So, but you know what I noticed? The travel stocks was down. Then they somehow turned around. Like, Expedia is up 0.5% today. I was like, wait a minute. Look at that bounce. This is the day. Look at, so let me go to the, let's go to the 5-minute. Yeah, they came down, the bell opened, they came lower. I don't know why I can't move my charts, but it came lower. Let me move this, let me try to do something here, right? And then look, wind up being higher. I'm like, huh? Now I'm in Airbnb heavy, and this one I don't think did the same. No, it recovered. Like, yeah, it gapped down from 141, went down to 138, and then closed at 141. So that's impressive. That's a reversal, right? So these stocks, I guess, under the circumstances, you would figure, sell, but they traded well today, right? I even think, let me check the airlines out. I'm just going to go with the jets. No, they didn't really do that well. I see they gapped down, trend, and just went sideways for the most part. But, yeah, so yeah, the Expedia and I guess Airbnb. How about bookings, right? Bookings is wow. Yeah, see up 6.9 of $15, 0.69% today. So it just makes me go, okay, right? So that's what I like. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. You said you were oh, thank you. That's what I was doing. Yes, and thanks for that. It was helpful. You say you agree we are due for correction in August. Yeah, I just think that once we report these big numbers, um, or the numbers, I won't necessarily say they big numbers. It's just gonna be like, then we just kind of creep into September, and hopefully, I think the only catalyst is we see better COVID type numbers. I just, but it's just not looking good. I mean, with the whole Delta thing, and it's just dreary. It's just like, oh, I thought we was doing good, and now people's got to wear the the face covering thing again. I'm trying not to use the keywords, if you know what I mean. I'm a small channel; they don't care about me anyway. Yeah, these are all the things I'm in, and look, they was down heavy. So remember I said I got destroyed. Damn, what's up with my Eli? Anyway, CrowdStrike, ARC, right? So yeah, here's the ARC, and we just talked about it. I still like it. It's down 2.98 today, 2.5%. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. EA, I got a small position in that. It's down. I don't know. Shouldn't you? I don't even know why these gaming stocks. I mean, gaming is so on fire. Even if you stay in, wouldn't there be more games to play? I don't. But a rising tide takes all boats, right? Raises all boats, and vice versa. So when the market's down, everything goes down. And this is where you need to just have a list and get in if you're bullish on the market, because sometimes you just get good sales. Like Amazon was down $73 going into the number, and that's the one I feel that is more likely to have a Google type day, because the breakout this is a fake out. I pulled up the wrong stock on Amazon, right? I mean, it's just such an obvious breakout here, and this is the catalyst that can just really catch it, to put it on fire. I can't move my charts. I know why. Why is it way over there? Time. Look at the 258. That needs to be like 50. I don't know how that happens all the time. See, now I can move it. See that? Anyway, see the breakout, a year and a half, bigger the base, higher the space, all of that. Everything is working. It's in perfect position. Actually, being down today was perfect, right? So we got to wait till Thursday on this one. So this is my most likely. Actually, what did I say before? I said it was Starbucks. Yeah, everything's working on there, but the breakout is here. It could still be a fake out. So it broke out. We even pulled back into the resistance, which is now support. So now it's just ready to just explode. So I'm looking for good things on Amazon. Of course, anything can happen, right? It's, like last quarter, these stocks was on fire, and they were duds, nothing traded. But the breakouts here, man, that's a breakout. You want to know what a breakout looks like? It looks like that. Okay, so play it how you want to play it. Earnings could give a little, fake out to it. Like, let's say the number comes out and it trades down. That's probably still a buy, right? Just let it trade down a little bit and get into it. Now, the only thing is, if it's a true fake out, this thing will go all the way to the bottom of the channel, man. like here, right? See, it look like, that's the first one. Like, say here, right? It'll go right to the bottom of the channel. So let's hope. I mean, it's got to be real ugly for that to happen. I just don't see that happening. I just don't see that happen. It just seems to be too perfect. But everybody knows that. So that's what makes me go, it won't be a surprise. But you know what? It was down big today. So maybe everybody don't know that. By the way, you heard about Amazon getting into the crypto space with the ad, right? That they need a blockchain specialist or whatever, and I think that's huge for the whole space of Bitcoin. If you're listening, gosh, I forgot your name, exclamation. I got about 10% of my portfolio in the cryptos now, so you should be proud of me. Um, that's huge. You saw Bitcoin just for that alone. I mean, Bitcoin basically went from 30,000 to 40,000. You know, Amazon is a leader. They they're not gonna let the crypto space um, just leave them in the dust. They're gonna lead that, and who knows what they want to do. You know, it could be just study it anyway. So since Amazon did it, what I'm getting at is the other players are not gonna be left behind. They're not going to be left behind like Amazon did them in 2000 and took them 20 years to damn near catch up. So you know Walmart's going to start doing the same thing, and the Target, and the Costco's, and then now you got real adoption of the whole crypto space. So now you got government or non-regulation, whatever. But the governments are not going to really, if these big organization companies start adopting it, the government is not going to take it away. You know, I think it'll find a way to make everyone happy, right? So that's my thing. Yeah, it pulled back because Amazon said, "Oh no, trust me, they're doing something with blockchain. They're gonna do something," and they're leaders, right? They just think, I don't know, years ahead of the next guy. But the other guys are not gonna let that happen again, and they're on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Target or even somebody come out that even beats Amazon or tries to beat them. And then next thing you know, they accepting Bitcoin, or who knows, maybe they got create their own blockchain, or whoever knows. I mean, there's so many open doors, possibilities that you can do with blockchain. So, and when they figure it out, it's gonna be huge. So yeah, forget the Tesla. You can buy a Tesla with. Forget that. Amazon. Yeah, these guys, yeah. They're Amazon in the retail industry, Amazon and the Walmart, yeah, they can make change. They're by them adopting it will really be the beginning of it. Can I say taking over the world? Well, the beginning of the beginning. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like it. I'm real bullish on that stuff now. Real bullish, especially after that. So yeah, don't let the market fake you out. That's a good time to buy. But just the move alone for it to go to 30,000 or 40,000 tells you everything you need to know. Because even Elon Musk didn't make it do that, right? So that's huge. All right, so let me see what you guys are saying. Um, all right, you said what's my biggest holding? All right, my biggest holding is an altcoin. I'm in like 10 coins. My biggest holding is SafeMoon. I really like what's going on there, and check it out. And then we can talk about it, right. You know, these guys started out as a meme coin, but it's not really a meme anymore. Matter of fact, I think CoinMarketCap dropped them from the meme category. Right, they're coming out with a wallet that's getting ready to drop. Right, creating their own blockchain, then creating their own exchange. Now, if these things happen, you're getting a deal right now. And the wallet's getting ready to drop in a couple of weeks. Right? So it shows you that they're real. The developers are on camera. I mean, you know, they show their face. A lot of these altcoins, you don't even know who the developer is. You can't even get a name. You know who everybody is. Right? SafeMoon has about 2.5 million holders already. You know, so a lot of things happening. They got Gambia, right? They're doing things in Africa to help with the Gambian government. I'm trying to think of some other things. They got something called Project Phoenix. We don't really know what that is, but it sounds huge. But a lot of things are happening there, and the price is low. Why is my phone blowing up? That's what y'all hear. Apple demolishes expectation with iPhone sales, blah, blah. Am I just now getting and then of course, you know, I'm in I got a little bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I got some of the other smaller boys, Link, Ada, you know, things like that. I can't really name them all, but I'm in the small. But my biggest one is SafeMoon. I like it's just being an early. You're in early with that one, early before people even know what the hell's going on. That's why I like that one. What about you, citizen? And Mr. JRH, what's up? You said you're holding Ethereum for the long term. I want to start building a bigger position in Ethereum. But I wanted to get my safe moon bag ready to go. So it's good. I got it. And it's hopefully, yeah, now I'm going to try to get the Ethereum bag. Let's build that up a little bit. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing with my cash. Just kind of starting to not really doing any more options. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of holding it. Yeah, doing some crypto buying. And I hate the volatility and it kills me, but it's just it's early. It just shows you all this is early. Even though it seems like you're late, no, it's early. It's early, and I'm finally becoming a I just wish I can't believe it. I missed a couple of years in this stuff. Maybe because I didn't know how to buy it. I don't know. I mean, I make good money in options. That's one reason why I'm like, man, I can make way more than what those. But not really. Not if you're in early enough. You can't do it. Oh, so that's why I like some of the altcoins. That's why I like SafeMoon. I want to say something. I got a hundred. It's a couple hundred and some shittier coins that I know ain't gonna do anything. But that's the one I really got some money in. You say Gambia is a laughing cost. My friend is looking to move there. Your dollar goes a lot further. Is a laughing cost? I don't kind of understand what that says. Your friend's looking to move there. Yeah, I always think that when I retire, I want to move. I want to move somewhere where my money goes long. You know what I mean? Like Philippines, maybe African country. I didn't know. I got to study. I got to study that where I could go. But I'd be thinking about that. Just cash out of the United States, take my bags and go somewhere where my money goes long. So yeah, I'm thinking about that as myself, and everything is on the table. Everything. So yeah, I like the idea. I'm for it. I do want to live by the water though. I want to live somewhere by the water, and I want to have a boat. So that's the only thing. That's the only requirement. I would need to be by a boat. Well, my own boat. I need to be by the water. You said it means people are happy. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's some years to go. That's some years to go for me. Yeah, we'll see. So hopefully Safe Moon can make that happen. Hopefully it can happen within a year. One thing that bothers me about the whole meme and specifically that coin, because everybody thinks they just become millionaires and it's million to the moon and all that stuff. I mean, usually when it's like that, it's not gonna happen. It's too much. It's too much of that. You know what I mean? So for the most part, I just gotta buy it, hold it, close my eyes, and see what it looks like in a year or two. And that's my plan. But everybody's in for it. Ready to become millionaires, and it makes me say that means it's not gonna happen, right? Everything is opposite. We was talking about that with the options, right? Everybody gets on the call side, and then it's the puts that happen, right? So. And it makes me go, I don't know. So hopefully these guys are the shit, and they head fake everybody, and they really do what they say they're gonna do. And of course the price will go. I don't know how high it'll go, but it'll be higher than today. And then it'll be too expensive for anybody else to get a good size bag because you missed it, right? You missed it because you thought it was a meme coin. I mean, look at like Dogecoin. I mean, look how high it went. When only one thing moves it, one thing has no utility, and everybody that holds it, several million people, are just on Twitter waiting for the next Elon tweet. That is the only thing that moves Dogecoin. It just is. And look how that's moving. Now I know they said they're gonna come out with a wallet and stuff. I don't know if a wallet is the answer to move a coin, but whatever. They're doing something. He said, you said he built a house by the. Wow, really? Okay, now you got me looking for it. You just got talking what I wanted to do. Yeah, I need to be by the water. I need a good view. I need to feel like retirement, right? And I need to, yeah, just kind of relax, chill. And I need internet, okay? I need internet. I need some stores. I don't need I just need enough the stores where you can buy stuff to live, and peace and quiet. I need a lot of land. Yeah. So those are the requirements, and I do need to start looking so I can plan. I need to start looking now. It's a good idea. I got to actually put that on my list. I need to start doing that so I can be ready. Be ready. Oh man. Um, he built it, but I want. Anybody else want to chime in? Look, I'm not even talking about stocks, and I got more people in here than when I was actually talking about the stocks and the numbers. I'm just sitting here bullshitting. So 5 people's up in here. I appreciate you guys. Dre Trades is not a big channel at all, but Dre Trades makes you money. Dre Trades be right, while others be wrong. I'm just telling you the truth. Just look at the videos. Look at the videos and watch them and say, you know what? God damn, this guy could making me some money. Yeah, he could be. my little systems and patterns and chart readings be right. Oh, okay, that's my girl, y'all. The jewelry box, and she is driving. Okay. How you doing, babe? Be careful. She's driving. All right, so and I'm just sitting here making a video. I really have nothing to do, and I'll just sit here until y'all go away, man. Talk about whatever. We talked about the crypto. Yeah, crypto, man. It's that Amazon news was huge to me. Huge. So start getting into that stuff. And then wherever they go, and it'll probably be you think Elon can move a stock. When they start saying, yeah, we're taking Bitcoin or we're doing this with Ethereum or whatever, get in. Get all in, because these guys are going to move it. Right? People, Amazon is just an amazing company. Just to think what they did in 20 years. Just to think when they came out. I remember seeing Jeff Bezos on TV. It was a bookstore. And I was like, man, this guy, the way he talked, he had all these dreams. So I'm like laughing. I'm like, this ain't going to happen yet, right? Remember, Amazon was just a bookstore. And he wanted to sell it online. And take credit cards, of course, where nobody wanted to put their credit cards on the computer. Just that alone was a feat. To get people to take their credit cards, because we was all nervous back then. Now we just throw it out that like there's nothing. Now everything's credit card, right? You don't even really spend cash no more. You go buy a 99-cent taco, you give them your credit card. Anyway, so yeah, it's just right. He's just a leader, and then to turn that into what it is today, and that's just 20 years ago. It's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, now think of a new set of 20. Now I know he's not the CEO, but I'm telling you, he's probably got some. I think he's in the creative team. I'm sure. I don't think he's leaving that whole project alone. But even so, man, it's its own entity now, and it's just when they start something, just think. So as they get into the crypto. Let's say they get into the crypto. Think 20 years from now, right? Because before 20 years ago, he was in his garage selling books. And now these warehouses are all over the damn country, the world. So now, 20 years from this thought, it would be 2042 or whatever it would be. Think of where they would be. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, right? If they get into the space. And the whole crypto game is early. The only thing is we don't know who the survivors are going to be. We know Bitcoin's going to be one. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they'll be around. But you know what? The next best crypto might not even be out yet. That's how early it is. Even though it sounds like it's Bitcoin, might not be. Might be Amazon coin. Maybe they come out with their own coin in blockchain. And then that just takes over. It might, if Amazon's name on it, something, right? So, yeah, you just never know. I actually think that more. I actually think that. I think the next best crypto is not even out yet. God damn it, I stand by it. July 27th, 2021. Dre Trade says the next best crypto is not out yet. We'll see. Oh man. You said, what's your favorite leap option? 2023 will make money. Probably this. And also Amazon, because a lot of these leaps they expire Jan 2023, but Amazon got the June 2023s going on, right? So 689 days away. Now, you look at these. Now, these are expensive because the liquidity, they're just not liquid, right? Look at this. The market's closed, so it could be even worse. But, so right now, the 3620, the bid is 60,700. The ask is 62,350. So that's huge, man. You're going to lose a lot of money just buying or selling that. A lot of, yeah, it's wide. But you just got to eat it. You're just going to have to eat that, right? We know it's going to be higher. And I'm not saying buy this call. 62's got $62,000 to buy a call. That would be nice. If I had 62, I would buy that call. Amazon is gonna make my money back. Yeah. Anyway, you have to buy a spread, right? So you gotta sell something against that. So you would buy, say that, and you could buy way out of the money. I'm just using this as an example. So buy the 3620 and sell maybe the 3700, right? So that's $3,400. That's still expensive, but that that's gonna make you money. Is Amazon gonna be above $3,700 in 2.5 years? Sure they will. They're gonna be over that by Friday. So it's gonna make you money. You know what I mean? But you see what I'm getting at. But of course you can come. All right, they predicting, like, if you look right here. All right, let me just look right here. All right, so June 2023s. That's the day. 689 days away. Come all the way to the right. This is where the options are priced at, where the stock's going to move. It's going to, these are priced as if this stock is going to move 1,244 points. All right, so if you're bullish on it, you can buy something within that range for the most part. So right now, it's trading at 36.26. And they're saying in 689 days that it's going to move 1,244 points. Plus or minus now. Could be down. But you know what? We know it's going to be up. Come on. We know Amazon's going to be up. So I'm going to add it. Anyway, so that's going to bring it to 4,870. So how about, let's see if we can just make a trade. Oh, look, you see I got a position out here, right? I bought the 4,700s and sold the 4,800s. All right, so let's say we know it's going to be 4,870. That's what they're pricing it at. We want a good trade. How about we buy the 4,200s and sell the 4,300s? Right, that costs you $3,200. All right, $3,205. I'm just going to round it up to $3,200. It's going to be some slippage in there, so it'll probably be some more. Remember, these are not liquid at all. So that is 100-point wide, right? That's 100 points. So 100 points is $10,000. You're going to make $10,000 on that position. Wow, that's great. I'm going to make $10,000. And there's a catch. What's the catch, Andre? All right, the catch is it's going to cost you $3,200 to do that. So, it's $10,000 minus $3,200, and the most you can make is $6,800 on that position. Right? So you're going to, what is that, a double? Well, it's a double. No, well, you spend $3,000. That's like a triple. Right? So it's like 300%. So, is that 200%? No, that's 300%. I always get that wrong. Basically, you're gonna double your money, triple your money. Yeah, I always get that wrong. Okay, you pin out $3,200, but you're gonna you're gonna make. What did I say? You're gonna make? I'm screwing up here. I done erased my calculator. Let's do that again. 10,000 minus 3,200. You're gonna make $6,800. All right, $6,800. I'm just gonna keep it at that. Forget the doubles or triples. Anyway, so the $3,000, the $3,200, right? In 2 years, What stock are you going to buy? This is where people get impatient. You get impatient. What stock are you going to buy that with your $3,200, 2 years from now is going to be worth, for the most part, $10,000, right? Because it'll be up $6,800. You still got the 32. What stock? Where you can say, wow, I'm going to go ahead and sell this for $10,000. None. But people just need to make money tomorrow. They need to make it in 3 weeks. They forget all that excitement. You get out here and you get these leaps and you sit down and you shut up and you enjoy life. Just buy it. You buy it, eat the slippage. Just eat it. Okay? and come back 2 years from now and get your $6,800. Anyway, that's how I trade. I trade 4 accounts, and one of them is right there. There it is. There's my position. I got the 4800s. I didn't go past the 40, the thing. I think Amazon's personally going to be at 5,000 in June 2023. So that's my bet. It might go wrong, but it just cost me 30. I forget what that one cost me, but somewhere around that price, that 3,200, maybe 18. Let's see what this costs now, because I put that on some time ago. Yeah, it costs $2,265. So you could put the same trade I got on right now for $2,200, and it's the same thing. I'm gonna make $10,000. But it cost me $2,265 to do that. So I'm gonna make $7,735 on that. It's not bad, right? How about you do it 10 times? You got some money, do that 10 times. So 2265. It's 2,000. Well, 10 times is a lot. Let's do it 5 times. See if you got 10,000. It'll be close to $11,000. Right? So I said 5 times. So 10,000. That'll be $50,000. And then minus that 11,000 you paid for. I'm just rounding it off, guys. You'll be up $39,000 in 2 years. I'll take it. Right? So that's how I trade. There's the secret formula. That's what I was gonna sell to everybody. But nobody's going to listen. Nobody's going to even watch the video past this point. So you guys got to get. That's how I trade, and that's how I make my money. And it's solid. It works all the time. It's almost 100%. But you know what takes us out? Things like happening with what happened last year in March, right? That takes us out. That'll make you kind of lose if you have an event like that. But you look at the comeback that we had. And then 2008 will take you out. I was doing this in 2000. It took me out. I was like, oh my gosh. And that took a while to come back. So when you have a disaster, it will ruin the trade. I ain't gonna lie. It will ruin the trade. Now, a disaster is not 10%. It's not even 15%. A disaster is 40% down, 50, right? Those are disasters. Those are when you're like, oh my God. This trade is over. I lost. So, of course, the trade I got on, you can see, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to lose $2,200. Now, it's not too bad to lose that waiting 2.5 years. I mean, some of the way some of you guys trade, man, you're going to lose that in a week. And that's buying them short-term options, man. Don't do that. And always buy spreads. You need a hedge. If Amazon were to drop, if it would have dropped hard, let's say it goes to $2,500. Let's say it goes $2,000. Oh, this spread would be so wiped out. But this short call right here, it's worth $25,000 right now, would probably go to something like $12,000. I would do my best to buy that back and just keep that long call. And then I make money on the downside, and when it bounces, I'll make my money back on the upside. And make even more than the original trade. So that's one reason why I like to spread it. But you always need that hedge, right? So even if you want to go long, let's do stock that's manageable. How about GE, right? Where the calls are probably like cheap, dirt cheap, $13, right? So we could do that. We'll do GE. And you come out here and you look at this 17 call. It costs you $1, $1.14, $8, $14. I'm just going to call it $1 for easy math, okay? Because you already know I struggle with the math. All right, so let's just pretend that's $1, right? So I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, man, what was I going to say? Hmm. Yo, my mind just totally dumped on me. I was so into it. I can't even remember what I was gonna say. How embarrassing that is. Citizen, can you help me out? Oh my gosh. Oh man. I forgot what I can't even go on with the thought. I'm sorry, guys. I have those moments, and I don't know. Hopefully, nothing real is happening to me where I gotta like see a doctor. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, so Citizen says I'm the man. Thanks, man. You said you got in late. Did you talk about China? No, I didn't talk about China at all, and I don't know what the hell's going on in China. I I actually think that's bullish for us because I think that money's got to come over here. When you selling Baba and you selling all of them Chinese stocks, those everybody, remember this is worldwide stuff. Let's say you sell Baba and you get your 20,000. I don't know. You got $20,000. You sold it. Got 20,000. What are you gonna do with that money? You gonna buy bond? What are you gonna do with it? Probably gonna come over here to the United States, and you're gonna buy some SPY, and you're gonna buy some Qs, you're gonna buy some Amazon, you're gonna buy some Microsoft, right? You're gonna buy those stocks that are working. So I actually think it's bullish for us. Not now, because it's a little shock value what's going on, but that money's got to go somewhere. They ain't just selling it and putting it in their pocket. It's either that or maybe they will buy bonds. And then maybe that'll be bad for everybody because then it starts, the yield just starts crashing for the most part. But I don't think they're gonna buy bonds. I just think it's gonna come over here. So I think it wind up being good for our market. So that's me. And and I'm a no. I don't know economics like that, but that's what I'm gonna guess. I'm going with that. I'm going with it. That money's got to go somewhere. It's coming over here. You said, what's your favorite lead? I missed that. So you said that before. Okay, Nancy and her husband got money. I don't know who you talking about with Nancy and her husband. Pelosi? Anyway, you say, I only have one lead. Ford 20 call January 2020. I bought 10 contracts for one. Cool. I think that works. Hopefully, only thing I'm worried this chip problem needs to the semiconductors they need to straighten itself out. I live here by the truck plant in Kentucky where they make all the F-150s and all that stuff. These trucks are parked anywhere. There's a lot in this whole area. They're parked, and I guess they're waiting for chips. The plant's not even in operation. So will this come? How long can they do that? So I worry about that. I'm pulling up Ford right now. I think that's what this whole this downdraft was about. I mean, this thing rocketed up to 16. Damn, it was just 12 the other day. So that needs to work out. I think that's what this is all about. Is these chips. Let me see if General Motors has experienced the same kind of move. So I think we're good and you can make money. I know what I was going to talk about. Now I know what I was going to talk about. Like you're 20. Like, see, I think you should have spread it. Here, let me give you an example. And I don't know when you bought it. I'll look at, hold on, comparing a GE Leap option. I'll just use helping me out with my memory loss. Chief, stop. We're gonna use Ford because I just had an idea. Thanks to Mr. JRH. Let's look at Ford real quick. Let's look at them options. All right, so I'm gonna come over here. You said you bought the 20s for $1. All right, so you're making money because they're $1.12 now. But suppose you bought a vertical. Suppose you bought the 2022 for 26 cents. Now I know that sounds like it's a quarter. We're going to round it off for easy math. All right. So you could buy 40s for the same price you did. Yeah, you're going to have some commissions, but don't worry about it. Especially if you're at Tasty Works, 10, all they're going to charge you for 10. You could do 100 legs, 100 times and you just get charged for 10. So, let's say you bought, how many you said? You said you bought 10 contracts. So that's 1. 4 is 1. So you would buy 40. Wouldn't that be equal to 10? You buy 40 of these. right? Because these only cost you a quarter. Of course, you need Ford to kind of get to 22. Now, this is just for example purposes, all right? You need Ford to kind of get to 22, right, to make good money. But as Ford dropped, see, you have to, when you put this on, because it's like a hedge. You're not necessarily, you want to go long. All right, I hope this is understandable. You want to go long the 20s. But if you did it this way as a hedge, then, okay. And you wait for that Ford to drop. Now, Ford dropped, it dropped huge when it went to 16 to 12 or whatever it was. This 22 that you sold for 87 cents might be worth, at that low 40 cent or something. And then you could start buying that back, right? Buy that hedge back. And then you made money on the downside. And then now you left with the 20 long call. So you start buying these back, right? Every time it drops significantly, you start buying them back. And then eventually you're left with the long calls. Does that make sense? And then you almost can afford all 40 of them. Not that you can't afford it, but you can almost have on all 40 of them. And for somebody, if you need more liquidity, you could even sell the 40 to get some money back or whatever. Because you only want to go long 20 or whatever, just 10 or whatever. So anyway, it's just an idea. And that's what I like to do. So yeah, that's what I want to go do with a cheaper strike. Y'all just reminded me, because with Amazon, even with that price drops, it's like, damn, that's still an expensive option. I don't know if I could buy it back. But here you can, because that 87 might drop to, I don't know, like I said, 40, 30 cents. And you're like, man, it's only 30 cents now. I'm going to buy it back. Right? So, and then you made 40 cents an option, every one you bought back. And now you're long the call. So that's what I like to do. And just don't necessarily go long calls. Damn near all my positions starts off verticals. You always got to sell something against it, unless it's real cheap. This one is not too bad because it's real cheap. It's $1. I get it. So you're good. I like your trade. It's good. I'm glad you bought the leaps. Glad to see you bought the leaps. But something a little higher. That's $50. Yeah, try experimenting like that. Just buy a spread. You could even, like we know, here, let me go here. I'm going to write the same spread, right? One time. We know Ford is not going to reach, it could, okay? It could. But reaching 30 is a stretch in the next 2 years, right? Actually, a year and a half, right? Reaching 30 is a stretch. So you can buy the 20s and sell those 30s. And it's 78 cents. Just kind of do that. I know you wanted to get $1 a position, but just add some money. Buy some more, basically. So instead of 10, you're gonna buy 15 of these or whatever, right? For the same amount of money, whatever you're trying to get long with. And that way, you're making money. This will make you more money. You don't got to worry about data decay on your trade, on your options. This will make you more money in the long run. For the most part, as long as Ford don't go over 30, but even if it does, you made that money. You know what I mean? So, because if Ford goes up slow, and hits 20, remember, for the most part, for you to be profitable, you need Ford over 20. If you bought it for $1, you need Ford at $21 to break even. By this day, you needed $21 just to break even. That means you would have lost. You would have lost your money at $21. So you make money over $21, right? Because you get the Ford shares at 20, but it costs you $1 to do that, so 21. So anything over $21 is your pocket money. That's if you would have never sell these things. So to help that out, sell something way down here. Just sell something against it, right? To help that out. Now you can hold on to it a little longer. Like, let's say you're going to hold on to it to expiration. Now it's $21 minus this 34 cent you sold. So 21 minus 34. I can't even do that math. Minus 0.34. So now your break even is $20.66. So that's what I like to do. Hedging, which is call spreads, both of them, it works all the time. It takes away some of that meat. Meaning, like, if the stock is popping, we look at the charts here, like this move right here. Oh my gosh, I made a lot of money on this move, and I got in right at the bottom. The spreads will slow you down. Granted, the spreads will slow you down, but that's why you just buy more of them. But here you get killed, and the spreads will slow that move down as well. Because our goal is just to be up here by 20s. You want to be by your short strike. So you want to be by the 20, by the time that year and a half comes along. And then you can make all your money. But there's going to be a move here. I'm just looking at it now. We're right there. We're right at support on a diagonal trend line. Something is going to happen. Clear all that out. Right? We're going to get something. I hope. Well, I don't want to do that one. That one don't look pretty. There we go. We should bounce here and hopefully head higher. But I think it's the semiconductors holding these things back. They can't really get moving. And then also now, I don't know, is Ford selling China? We got the whole China thing going on. I don't know if they sell in China or not. But yeah, this was a crazy move. And it's just a pullback, by the way, to retrace that move. Hopefully it don't retrace the whole thing. Let me do a fib retracement on that. I don't do this much, but we're gonna do it today. Yeah, it bounced right at is that the 50? At the 61.8 for the most part. It cut through it and came right back up. So yeah, maybe that down is over. That trend is over. That down move is over, and we're gonna start to bounce. Oh man, Citizen, you said you just learned about options when you have leaps near expiration. How do you roll it over? Does that mean you sell it? You just sell it. When you have leaps near expiration, there's gonna be more contracts. It won't be a leap no more. Now, a leap is any option that's over a year, that expires over a year. They just call it leaps. Long-term equity anticipation security or something like that. Anyway, but so the leaps start like really here, like just June. That could be considered a leap. September a leap. And then this January a leap. But when this date comes, it's going to be a shitload of options below that. It's going to be some February, March, all kinds. So you only want to roll it if it don't work. But here's the thing about rolling. This is what everybody. Oh man, I'm not a roller. But here's the thing about rolling. And people think once you roll, which you close the one position, you basically accept the loss. You're like, okay, you're basically opening up a new trade. So therefore, you accept the loss, and then boom, you open up a new trade on the same security. So be careful with rolling. This is my thing, because you might make sure you're basically fighting something to turn it into a winning position, when you can just get another security and make a winning position. And you know what I mean? So you don't necessarily have to work that one position so it's not a loss, because that's what rolling does. If you have to roll, most likely you accepting a loss and you trying to create another position so where you can get your money back. And that's revenge trading. And don't do that. Right? So if I'm going to roll, I'm like, oh, I might not want to do that trade at all. I just accept the loss and move on. Find something that's going to work. So that's me. I'm not a roller. If I'm rolling, which I showed you, I buy those shorts back. That's closer I get to like make an adjustment, a trade adjustment. And that's for a profit. And then I actually find myself longer in the position, right? Because now I just got the naked calls on. So that's what I like to do. But yeah, if you roll the leap, you're going to have something to roll into, because there'll be way more leaps. They keep putting these things out. As this expired, there'll be another one down here. I really like when it's in the 700s. They need to make some more leaps on Ford here. Come on, 542 is too little. They need to get the Junes going, and even the Jan 24s. I don't know when that comes out. I think the 24s come out in September or October. And those I would like to be in. Now, listen, leap options are expensive. I get it, but you know why they're expensive? Because it's going to work. You're going to make your money. Just spread it, and it's not expensive at all. Even if you just buy, I went long. I'm going long, straight up naked call. You're gonna make money. It's gonna work. For the most part. Of course, I can't guarantee everything, but it's gonna work. That's why it's expensive, because they know you have time, and stocks just move up over time. They just do. What is it? 70% of stocks move up. Period. Right? There's some stat like 70% of stocks move up over time. When time's on your side, as long as you're going long, right? You're gonna win. And it took me I'll say a long time to figure. And I don't trade hard. Like I was sitting in the markets, kind of having a shitty day. I'm sitting there watching movies, not even paying attention. Figure I come on and look at some of my videos. So that's how I like to trade, right? And it works. It's patience, right? So I'm trying to read Jamal's comment. Can you do EA as well? Yeah, when does EA come out? I didn't write it down. And I'm in EA. I'm in a smaller position. Oh yeah, we talked about this? See, when I got my lines on there, I was messing around with EA. But we got like an ascending wedge here, ascending triangle for the most part. It's gonna break out to the upside. Why? Because it's already going up. We just waiting for when it's gonna do it. Pull it. Let me see if I pull it down. Yeah, I can't get an adjustment going. Right, so you can see that a little better. Right there was the top. We had our little pullback, and then top, right? Double top. Remember double tops, man. Get out. All the time. Look at that pullback. That was huge. Right, from here to here, down 25%. So once this thing hit there, get out. Down 25%. But look, took it back. And then it's just pushing up. I mean, that line I got up there is resistance, and it's just knocking on the door. It's going to blow through. Don't know when. Generally, at the end of this triangle right here. So it should blow through right there. It's going to blow through. And then no more resistance. Everyone whoever had bought the stock would be profitable. And it just has room to go higher. A lot higher. Right, it's consolidating. This is the best thing. This is what you actually want. So yeah, I like EA a lot here. I like it a lot. It's ready. It's ready to bust. So don't know when, but look at even the pullbacks. Pullback, pullback, and now just no pullbacks for it. You got these hammer type candles. Every time it went down, maybe I could show you in a daily. It jumped right back up. It took it right back every single time. So I like it. It's bullish here. It's bullish. Waiting for the breakout. And when did they report? Let me see if I can pull it up here. Go to my corporate news. And when is that? August 4th. Is that next Wednesday? All right. So I like it. Like it going into the number if it can stay right there. Hopefully it blows through. Hopefully I helped you out, Jamal. Did I miss anybody? If I get about that, Mr. JRH, I missed you. He said if I get up about 20%, I'm selling half the shares and selling the 25 calls. Call on the other 5. Gotcha. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, let it bounce. Let it get up there. My Eli trade, I got 10 calls. Eli's Callaway Golf, and this thing is just not acting right. Very disappointed in here. All right, I'm gonna show you what I did on this. Let's pull up the daily, and I did a video on it. Remember, I came back from North Carolina, went to Callaway. It was like, oh man, it's great. Did a video on it. I was going crazy. I bought 10 calls. I bought like 10 40 calls. I sold like the 25, 20 puts years out. I did all that stuff, right? So anyway, the 10 calls, I made so much money when it was going up here, right? And when it got somewhere around here, I sold the 50s against it. I said, okay, boom, now I got a call spread. And I never really start a position. I never get the naked calls. Yes, I did it this time, I know. I was just that bullish. And the stock was cheap and it wasn't moving. I was like, the calls was cheap. So I'm like, I'm going straight up calls. Anyway, so now I got long. Now I got to position exactly where I wanted to. I sold those 50s. And here, this is what that line is right there. There's a position. Maybe it was the 45. I don't remember. Maybe it was the 45. I don't remember now. Anyway, so it just dropped. It dropped down. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I didn't expect this at all, by the way. And just in here, somewhere around here, I bought those short ones I just sold back. I bought those 10 back, and it was like $4,000 trade. You know, I made $4,000 on that short, something like that. So now I'm long the 10 calls again, the straight calls like before. And right now I got an order in to sell those same 45s at $5. So yeah, that's what I sold them for initially. I think I bought them back for $1, so maybe I made 4,000. And then now I got an order in to buy them back at $5 again to sell them at $5. And hopefully it pops, maybe this earnings, and it could do that. So and I kind of trade around a position that way. It's a little advanced. It's advanced, but it's making money. It's kind of I'm still good with that. And yeah, I'm not gonna be short that, and I already made all the money. I wiped that position. I sold it for $5. It went to $1. Why am I gonna hold on to it? So yeah, just bought it back, and I'm gonna try to sell it again. So I'm long the straight 10 calls again. Hopefully this thing acts out. I definitely don't like the way it's trading. I'm real bullish to stock, but you know how I just got done talking. I don't like the way it's trading. I don't like the way it's trading. I don't know what that means. Okay, I looked into the fundamentals on here. I don't do that often. When I'm bullish or something, now I'm reading everything about it, and everything. I just liked it. I don't know. Look at all the volume that happened here. I mean, what is going on? Look at that. So yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find anything. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So anyway, that's how I kind of worked that position. Got the spreads, and I'm selling put spreads. I'll always sell like put spreads way out. Like say, what is it trading like 32? I can sell the 32.30, let's say, in 2 years. I know it's gonna be over 32. I'm bullish. So that's like an easy trade to me, but not necessarily. I mean, of course, anything can happen. So I like it. And they'll be open if somehow we got to go back inside and what do they call it? Get away from everybody else, whatever that's called. These guys be open. They're gonna make money in that situation. It's one of the because they're outside in a way. It's one of the few things you can do where you ain't got to worry about other people. You do, but you're kind of outside. You got the breathing room and all that stuff, so it works. You said exactly what you saw. Oh, okay, yeah, with the EA. Good, man. That's an obvious one. That EA. That's like, I almost hate charts that that everybody can see. When it's like you pull it up, you're like, oh yeah, everybody's looking at it. Then it don't happen, But yeah, that's obvious. This is a winner right here. I might have to do. I got an EA trade on now that I think about it. But it's not big. I'm big in CrowdStrike and Amazon, and I was big in ISRG. I made a lot of money in ISRG. I think almost 10 Intuitive Surgical ISRG. You see how it's going? I sold it though. I sold it all. See how it's just going straight up? I just kind of got, and it was a nice move today. I just like, it's a little toppy. I'm going to go ahead and get it. I was in way down here where you can see I was drawing these things and made that move. And I just think it's a little toppy. I like it. Still like it a lot. But I'm going to let it pull in a little bit. I took the money and found something else to buy. You got to buy when things are up. I mean, sell when you see that. Buy when it's down here, right? So, yeah, it was a nice trade. I'm just going to move on. Like it a lot, though. That was painful. It was painful to let that one go. Painful. Citizen, I'm reading how do people use put spreads to be able to buy stocks cheaper. All right. That's called selling a put. All right, let's go back to the Ford example. Let's go back to Ford. Nice, cheap. You could sell a put on Ford. All right, so to buy the stock, it's gonna cost you $13.79, right? To buy 100 shares. Remember, options, everything's 100. So it's gonna cost you $1,379. All right, so you come out here to this August. We'll do this one, the August, 24 days from now. And all right, I'm going to buy the at the money. Let's say I wish it was the 1350. I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna sell that put right there. Now, when you sell a put, you have the obligation to buy the stock if it breaks that strike price, if it goes below that. So basically, you would be buying this position at 1350, which is 1,350. If you sell one of these, right, it will be $1,350 it will cost you, right? So that's already, this is cheaper than where it is now. Okay, I get it, because there's not a strike where it's sitting at. But right now they're going to give you $50, right? So really you're getting the stock for $1,300. So yeah, if I want, as a matter of fact, I did a video on it when Ford was trading at 7 or 8, 9. I was telling everybody, I was like, I'm selling all kinds of puts against this. I wound up getting like 1,000 shares of Ford, and I got it at a cheaper price because I made money selling the put. So right here, so you could sell this one. Let's say you got $1,300. I'm gonna sell that for $50, right? That's about 50 because the bid is 49, the ask is 51. So you could probably sell it for about 50. And then if it would go to 1325, let's say, at the 20th of August, you're gonna get the shares put to you, but for the price of 1350, right? You're gonna have to pay 1350 for them, but you got $50 already. You got $50 credit, so those shares really cost you 1,300, right? So if you want to get into any stock, 100 shares, it got to be 100 shares. Yeah, one of the best ways to get in is to just sell a put. Just sell it. And so you can sell this 14 for 77. Let's call it 75. I'm going to sell the 14 at 75. Now, right now, if it were to be there, you're going to get it. The stock's trading below that. So somebody's going to put you those shares at $14. But you made $75 for that. So basically it only cost you $13.25. Look, the stock isn't trading at $13.79 now. Even that's going to make you money. So that's how you would enter. It's really the smart way to enter a position. What sucks about it, there's only one thing that sucks. If you sell that 14 for 75 cents, and you had a move like this, you missed it. You would miss out on it. Yeah, you would have made $75, but you wouldn't have made more, right? Because the stock will be trading. Basically, these will become out of the money and become worthless. So you would have basically made just $77, $75. It would become worthless, but the stock's trading at 18 now, and you could have made what, $300, but no, you only made $75. So that's when you would want to really just straight up buy the stock. Just buy it. If you feel it's going to make a run like that, you might want to buy it. So it depends how bullish you are. Just go ahead and buy it. But if you just feel it's going to kind of just lolly around a little bit, just sell the put. Right? So that's how you make money. Hopefully you understand that. I think that was easy. I think I explained that pretty good. Right? So any position, just sell a put. Naked. Just sell it. Sell it where you want to buy it at. And it's a way to it's like stopping yourself in, like a stop price, kind of like a buy stop. You're basically saying, oh man, I like Ford. It's $13.79. Oh, it's a little expensive. I'll buy it at 13 though. 13, yeah. So I'm gonna sell this 13. This is actually a good price, man, to tell you the truth. I'm going to sell this 13 and collect $33 for it. Right? So that's good. I mean, it's $13.79 now. So if it stays there, you're going to collect the $33 for free. You're just going to have $33 when it expires worthless, just for giving somebody that right to put it to you. So it's almost like free money. When you see deals like that, I've been looking at the naked puts on That's naked put selling, by the way, on RCL. I've been checking these out because I believe these things are going to finally sail. What a pullback here, though. There's been some premium in these things. And, of course, if you were to buy the stock right now, it costs you $8,000. But you can come here and you could sell, say, to 78, right? That's $2. You could sell it for $3, right? I can make $300 just by giving somebody the right to put me the shares at $78. So if I get the shares at $78, I would have made $3 for that option, right? So 78, 74, 70 got 765. It'd be $75 it would cost me. So I'm telling you, my math sucks today. So you could sell that, and it would really only cost you $75. That's $5 cheaper from here, right? So that's almost right here by support. So yeah, I've been checking out these. I haven't done. I did one, but I need to get back. But yeah, that's how you can kind of look at them, right? I guess that's a jewelry box says I'm in the mall. Okay. All right, I'm in your ear. Cool. See? Now, anybody do YouTube and you know your girl loves you when she's walking in the mall and she doesn't even trade stocks or know anything about stocks or stock charts or options, but she's got you in her ear with the earbuds, right? That's love right there. Oh, man. All right, man. You're welcome, citizen. No problem. Yes. I don't buy. I buy shares sometimes. It just depends. Most of the times, I just put on option spreads and do it, But I think actually I'm gonna start buying crypto. I got a lot of option spreads out there. I got a lot. Probably too much to be comfortable with, to tell you the truth. So I think any new monies, I might just buy straight up stock position in the crypto, stocks and crypto. I'm thinking about definitely crypto, but might start building up shares now, for whatever reason, just so I could have not as much risk. I got a lot of risk out there, so kind of dial it down a little bit. Yeah, I'm still in the stock, but options, any kind of option trade, it can go to zero. Okay, that's the one bad thing about going to options, messing around with options. We talked about that $2,200 Amazon puts call spread, right? But if it doesn't reach there, you're gonna lose all that $2,200. It's gonna go to zero. So that's the one bad thing. Yeah, it's a good chance of you making that money. It's a good chance, but there's always a chance if it don't, and it go to zero. So I don't like that. That's what sucks about options. That's why it's risky. You could lose all your money with options. For a stock to lose all your money, it needs to go to zero. And most likely the stock's not going to zero. So that's what I mean, right? So always trade options with caution. Remember that you could lose all your money in options. But, the rewards are great too. Right? So you make good money, but you can lose it all. And that's why I don't mess around with those, the weekly, like the earnings. By the way, I'm going to pull up Apple real quick, see what the hell's going on. Yeah, so look, Apple's going to be down. It's trading $3 lower. So that's Apple. I'm just going to look at these last things. Citizen says, once you have 100 shares, you can make money doing cover calls. Yes. And that's, or, if you got 100 shares in something, you could do a cover call. That means you could not buy the stock and sell a naked put. It's like the same kind of deal. But yeah, covered calls, man, covered calls is like the secret sauce that nobody talks about for the most part. You can make a boatload of money selling covered calls. It's boring, so nobody talks about it. But yes, you already know because you told me. Yeah, so I know you know. If you got 100 shares in anything, sell calls on that. So who cares if you're selling the upside? I mean, sometimes if you got like a hot tech stock and you got yeah, it might blow through, right? But if you got some Disney or something a little slower, Ford, we talked about Ford, GE, say GM trading at $50, $55, you could sell it away, sell the upside. They must got earnings coming up. You could sell this 58 for $1, right? Get that dollar. Get that dollar. Anyway, so Delta, and that 58 has a 30%. You have a 70% chance of being right. That it's not even going to reach there. It's only a 30% chance that it does reach there. So sell this cheap stuff away. So if you got 100 shares in GM and you really want to keep the stock and you just want to make a little bit of extra, come way down here and sell this 10 strike, this 10 Delta, right? It's only, you got a 90% chance it's not going to reach there. Sell it for $28, and collect that money. You can keep doing that over and over again. If you really scared, you come up here and sell the 50. You can sell right at the money, right? Just sell that. That way you're giving away the shares at $54, but you're going to make $2 to do that. So you still make money, right? You're just selling the upside away. GM shouldn't pop like that in May. These are looking a little juicy, so I have a feeling earnings are in that area. I forgot. Oh, yeah, I want to look at what these earnings are trading at. AMD is up 50 cents for the most part. Starbucks, please be up 122. No bounce there. No bounce. Down $4. Man, I got to read that one. Microsoft, wow, down $7. Figured that one out. Google, see if it's still up 100. Oh, wow. Okay, Google's up. What is that? 38, 27.15. I got to do a calculator on that one. 26.38.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Shut up. 77. So it was up $77. Not much for a $2,600 stock. Not much. And did we do Apple, AMD, Starbucks? Yeah, I think I did it all. Google, Microsoft. No, I think I did Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft is down $6. Seems like I'm missing one. Starbucks. Anyway, so that's all of them. So yeah, it was a whimper. Google looks like it's the only real winner. Everything else is, so I don't know if we get a kick. I got the futures up. I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and end this video when the futures open at 6 o'clock, which is 3 minutes from now. There we go. Get some live futures. S&P. Bring that up here. Right, yeah, they closed. What is it? Closed at 5 o'clock? Is that when it closed? This I don't know. This should start trading, I think, at 6 o'clock. I think it's 6 o'clock. So yeah, I had a good video, man. Thank you guys for watching. Looks like I had about a steady 5 people in here. Appreciate every one of you. Citizen, appreciate you, man. Thanks for giving, chilling with me, going back and forth. Appreciate that. I have no problem, if you have any questions, we can go over some stuff like we did. Hopefully I help you out. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I should have said this in the beginning, right? This video is for education and entertainment purposes only. Yeah, I'm just a regular dude that drives trucks for a living. Looking to move somewhere to extend my money so it could be long. But I have a good understanding about options and stuff like that. But I'm not a professional. I'm just a dude. And I lose money. I be losing a lot of money. A lot. And I make a lot of money too. But, I have bad days, man. Options, you will have bad days. You just got to make sure you have more good days than bad days. And then you be winning. You will have some bad days. Selling those leaps, messing around with the leaps, it kind of smooths it out a little bit. Right? You put a little position on here, a little on there, smooths you out a little bit. But it can get really dicey if you're messing with the shorter term options. And I'm not saying I never do, but it gets a little option. For the most part, anything under 60 days, you want to be selling those, and then buy anything. Oh, even if it's a short term trade, by the way, even if you just plan on being on it for a little bit, buy a leap. That way, the theta, you're not losing that theta. Anyway, so S&P, the futures just opened. Are we down 14? Yeah. Okay. All right, there we are. Wait a minute, but we closed. Yeah, we closed way up to here. Yeah, so the S&P futures are down 12.75 and about down 30% for the most part. Sorry, not 30%. 0.30%. 0.3%. But it's early, and the market don't open for another 12, 35, about 15 hours. So we'll see what happens. Let me see the NQ, right? Those are where the NASDAQ, those are down dag 0.5%, down $68 in NASDAQ. So it's going to be a hit so far. So Apple, AMD, Starbucks, Microsoft, Google, it's not helping it out. Not helping it out at all. And it kind of gives you some insight to what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's PayPal, Facebook, Shopify, and Qualcomm. Those are the big boys. There's a lot of others, but those are the biggest. And then Amazon on Thursday. So I don't know now. I mean, you look out. It almost, today almost you've seen the mood, right? It's just like, because it looks like those were great earnings. I have to go over them. But it doesn't look like we got any action except for Google. Google looks like a buy on any kind of pullback. Google's just on fire. Yeah, Amazon's. You said Amazon's. Oh, wait a minute. You said a couple of things here. Hold on. Get my glasses on. You said you work in IT. A lot of our infrastructure is going to the cloud. It's good to invest in Microsoft. Microsoft is just solid, man. I'm almost. It's so perfect. I'm afraid to invest in it. I know that sounds weird. I mean, but look at that chart. Let me get rid of these earning things. Right? It's just so perfect. I'm almost afraid to invest in it. But I'm going to... I was in it. I used to mess around. I used to be in right around this 100 area. This is when I was in Microsoft big time. And I just let it go. And I'm going to wait for a pullback. Before I take any Microsoft position, you can see the pullbacks do happen here. There was a small one there, some big one there, then here, a little one there, but there's another one coming. It's coming up. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the beginning, right? But yeah, get it on a pullback. How are these pullbacks? Maybe let me see what they measure about. That's 17% right there. Damn. Well, that's the. Well, we know that one was big, 45%. 39%. Microsoft be having some pullbacks, 24%. You might be able to get Microsoft about 20% lower. I know that sounds weird. That's like, but they happen. But at least probably wait for 5%, anywhere between 5 and 10%. At least it's a pullback. But it gives you opportunities. It gives you opportunities. So I think this is a little toppy. I don't think I'll mess around with that until I at least have a red month. And then that means it's a little depressed and it'll probably be a good time to jump in. This is the monthly I'm looking at, right? So it's just perfect. Perfect. The weekly, a little more. I mean, look, look. This is the weekly, all right? And I'm going to show you why this is not good time to get in. It's the weekly. The last time we was even down was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks ago. Right, 9. This thing's been up 9 weeks in a row. That's a little too much. It's gotta pull in a little bit. You could put a fib, right, on this last run, and there you go. Get the 50% retracements at 265. Maybe this is the beginning, so it's 286. Probably at least 265. It's got to pull back some of that last move. I mean, it's a little toppy right now. That's why I couldn't really run into that number. I mean, run after the numbers. It already did. That's the run. That run was from the earnings, right? So now it's got to pull back. Yeah, so I like it at 265, and if you can get the 61.8, 258, then maybe you can make a trade on. And like I said, examine one of those leap trades. But yeah, they coming out with a new operating system. It's almost like Windows 95 again. Everybody's got to buy it. Microsoft's solid, just solid of a company. I mean, it's like everything's perfect. I remember Microsoft just didn't move. There was a period it was dead, but not no more. Solid. Anyway, yeah, and I think you said Amazon for the longer term as well. Yeah, I think so too. Seems like, how did these guys get any bigger? I don't know, but they are. They're a tech company. I know it's not just retail. I know they're in the consumer discretionary things sector, but I mean, these guys got the Kindles and the you see those new Amazon, is it Amazon glasses, and of course Alexa's in everybody's house, damn near in everybody's room. Fire TVs, the Ring. Don't they own Ring doorbell, I believe, and of course the new camera system. I think that's even part of the Rings. What is that called? The Blink cameras, which everyone is buying these things. So they kind of tech, right? You think you just buy stuff. No, these guys is making technology. So I think that's cool. All right, so I'm out of here, man. Hopefully these futures turn around and we can have an update tomorrow. Even though I always say, yeah, man, the leaps, I got time. We got time with the leaps. I hate to see them down days though, because it will show your portfolio negative. And you'd be like, ouch. You'd be like, ouch, and then you don't have confidence in your position. Then you wind up selling it off. Anyway, so thanks for watching, man. I appreciate everyone. Citizen, really appreciate you. JRH, you're here always. Of course, I appreciate you. The jewelry box. Am I missing anybody? I had some people in here that was just quiet, right? Cashmatic, you was one of the first ones in here, man. What's up? So hopefully you're being safe out there. And thanks, everyone. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. And you can hit me up there, and of course in the comments of this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate ya. See you tomorrow. Yeah, do a video tomorrow and see what these PayPal. I might do the same format. Might. Okay, the PayPal. Just kind of check out the PayPal, Facebook, Shopify, QCOM. But check out like I said, the video before this one to see my picks are on there. Then we can see if I'm right. Today, it looks like I got to redo the numbers since everything is trading down. Google's up. I said Microsoft. I got Starbucks wrong. I got AMD is kind of up, and I got Apple wrong. So yeah, now it's starting to change a little bit. I was having a good record, but these things are reversing. All right, so I'm out of here, y'all. I see y'all. Dre, peace.